like fighter.
Struggling to get to his feet.
Takes another right. Burns in deep trouble again. Burns is down. Burns is...
You know, you dream of fights like this, but the man said it never.
My sneakers sliding like I'm slipping. Well, let me get a grip then. Around this little nigga motherfucking neck. I'm gonna put that pressure on it all night and keep applying. You people buying, we equal-sided. This would seem a devised scheme disguised as the match. It's what happened when Smack, he don't screen the clients. All this work you put in, you get the same simple as...
What's up, fight fans? It's J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's fight page. And we got on a special, and I'm talking about a special edition of the fight page, because I got my man, YTBC'S own, Dilltown. What up, Dill?
What it do, baby?
Just chilling, brother. Chilling, man. You know, we going to give him a little boxing talk. You know what I mean? Dilltown style. And, you know, we're going to hit some topics, man. You know, some topics that are bothering us about, you know, the state of boxing and, you know, what should be going on in boxing today. So, take it away, my brother.
Yeah, man, you know, everybody talking about Floyd, talking crap about Ronda Rousey, but here's my thing with the YTBC. Nobody's talking about how much of a badass her next opponent is, Holly Holm.
That's right.
Who beat some good female boxers. Like, one of them was Chevelle Hallback, who's also in the same division as Brockus. And Hallback fought Riker and them. You know, Riker is one of those greatest female kickboxers.
Yep.
Lucia Riker. She fought Holly Holm twice, I think. And she had some wars with Holly Holm. And Holly Holm also fought somebody who fought a lot of people in the 140, 147, and 154 divisions, which is Ann Sophie Mathis. And she put in that work too. I still say one of the most controversial fights is Mathis versus Christina Hammer, who's the champion at middleweight, even though the other titles are vacant up there.
Yeah.
She's the only middleweight champion. But Hammer is undefeated, I think. And yeah, Holly Holm held her own against a lot of chicks. She's undefeated when she was around there. Now she's about to be in UFC fighting for a title against Ronda Rousey, and people don't understand how dangerous Holly Holm really is.
Yeah.
She's kind of not athletic, but she got good balance. She's stationary. You don't want to get jabbed by her, and she could let the hands go, man. Rousey will have a tough fight in this fight, but I'm surprised nobody's bringing this up as much. Certain hardcore UFC fans do.
Yeah.
But they just think, oh, Rousey's just going to grapple her, throw it down, and just put her in the armbar so quick. Easier said than done from a former kickboxing champion such as Holmes and a former champion such as Holmes in female boxing. So good luck with that. I think this is Rousey's toughest test, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think Rousey
needs to hype her up.
Yeah, that's true. I think that on a stand up, if she you know what I'm saying, if Rousey tries to fight Holmes on a stand up, meaning boxing her, she's gonna get fucked up. You know? She'll
get knocked out.
Yeah, there was footage of her, you know, trying to spar with Vic Darchinyan. And Vic Darchinyan didn't take it easy on her, man. And she didn't know how to fucking evade the jab. You know what I mean? She didn't know how to fight off the back foot. Nothing, brother. Nothing. And, you know, it's all because of the ground game. You know, UFC is a totally different thing. You know, it's a totally different, sport, a different art. You know, that's all around, you know, disabling your opponent. As to boxing, it's all about, you know, getting there before your opponent. You know what I mean? And moving away before your opponent can react and outthinking your opponent, you know? I just know that Holly Holmes is one hell of a boxer. She's awesome. And I just hope that when she goes against, you know, when she goes up against, I call her the blonde fucking wrecking machine. When she goes up against the when she goes up against the blonde wrecking machine, I hope that you know, I hope that she teaches her a little boxing lesson if Ronda tries to, you know, tries to press her on boxing. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You know, I'm more than sure. I mean, you know, this is my take on the Ring Magazine thing with, you know, having Ronda Rousey in the front. All right. You know, okay, I'm glad of her achievements as a woman. Most definitely. You're dominating the sport. You're an excellent role model. Beautiful. But now, to grace her in front of the Ring Magazine, unless she was making the transition from UFC to boxing, then I can understand, okay, this is a woman in front of the front page who dominated, you know what I'm saying, you know, the UFC, mixed martial arts. So now she's coming into boxing to try that martial art. So here she is, ladies and gentlemen. But it wasn't put in that content. It was put as, you know, she's gonna try boxing, but she's dominated, you know, everyone in her sport. Okay, you know what I mean? And then when it went into that, it didn't even mention hardly anything about her making a transition of boxing. So I can understand how, you know, boxing fans, you know, are a little upset about that. But at the same time, how dare you be upset? Because when other things are happening in boxing, you ain't speaking up. So it is what it is. Am I correct? I mean,
Yeah, I don't think Rousey, if she went to boxing, female boxing, I don't think she could take on one of Matisse family members. So dead Matisse.
yup, his little sister. His sister.
I don't even think she could take on Oxanda Castillo. She wouldn't have a chance in hell against bigger fighters such as Christina Hammer.
Oh, definitely
From
not.
Kazakhstan that lives in Germany now.
Yeah, and let's talk. Since we're on the welterweights, let's talk about the first lady, the undisputed champion, 27-0 with 7 KOs, and her name is
Norwegian.
Yep, her name is Cecilia Brakas, buddy, and you know, she's undisputed. She's 5'7.5". You know, she's 5'7.5". Her KO percentage is 26% because she's got 7 KOs out of 27 wins. So that means she outboxed 20 motherfuckers and she knocked out 7 of those motherfuckers. So, man, for a lady dominating boxing and nobody shining on her, you know, she should have graced the cover of that magazine, man.
Mhm. I think you know, she's the first lady of boxing. She fought some of the tough fighters like Chevelle Habak, and Mathis. She fought some chicks, man, like some of the best chicks you could fight. She fought Mia St. John, which was her toughest fight.
Yup. At the time, Mia St. John, if I'm not mistaken, she was like fucking 47 and 12 and shit, you know? And you know, I guess she was almost on her way out. But the whole point is that she's fought greats, like you're saying, you know? You know, like you said, Chevelle Hallback, you know? Fucking Anne Sophie Mathis, man. You know, she was handling them. You know, Jessica Balgo gun and shit. Ballo gun, should I say? Yeah, she got crazy. Yeah, she got crazy fucking name, man. You know, I'm just saying, you know, these ladies aren't getting the recognition that they deserve, you know, and the women's boxing should be brought up, you know, because see, this is why UFC is being dominant, you know, very dominant, because the males, there's so many fucking stars there that nobody, you know, it's hard to follow one the way they had, you know, before. So now there's one female who's standing out for the company. Now she's the franchise face, and look what happens now. So boxing needs to do this, you know, in order to show these people, you know, listen, we've got women athletes and champions as well.
Yeah, but Oscar's greedy, man. The Oscar's doing it the wrong way. Brakas should get promoted, even the ring title. But I don't understand why Oscar won't give Brakas the ring title when she got every other sanctioned body title, and she's undefeated. And she's still in her physical prime, and she looks good, meaning in physical appearance. So her sexuality was sell too.
Oh, definitely. But she's one hell of an athlete, man. I mean, look, I urge the listeners.
One of the most athletic fighters in the female boxing game, to be honest. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I look, listeners. You know, on behalf of hashtag Come Back to Boxing listeners and you know, Dilltown dwellers. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at, you know, when you go to YouTube or whatever, after you listen, you know, look at Cecilia Brookhouse resume on BoxRec if you get a chance. And also, when you get a chance, try to check her out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She's nice, man. And I think she would have given Layla Ali problems if Layla Ali was still boxing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know.
I don't know if she'll do well against Ann Wolf though.
Oh no. Oh no, Ann Wolf. Oh no. Yeah, that's or even a Christy Martin is questionable.
Oof.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, but that goes to show you. Look how we're talking about these ladies that me and you know, because these ladies were given shine back then. And to just totally forget about them and leave them in the dark, that's a
Riker.
Yeah, you know.
Don't forget about Riker.
Oh yeah. You know, come on.
But back to the point, man. Here's the thing. I think the YTBC needs to shake it up. And Boxer Beats and Rhymes and Earl Jarrett were the first to kind of shake it up, but they didn't stay on it. They interviewed the female boxers, but the YTBC needs to start saluting and just uploading or talking about female fighters. I mean, if Ronda Rousey gets talked about in the YTBC, then you need to start hyping up some of our best female fighters.
I agree. Like remember when I was the first one to talk about Cecilia Brookhouse, bro. You know why? Because when Ronda Rousey was attacking Floyd, I came out and made a video and I challenged Ronda Rousey and I told her, listen, you think you're bad, girl? Why don't you challenge our champion, our first lady, Cecilia Brookhouse? You know what I mean? She's undisputed, she's undefeated. You know, and I'm more than sure if you want, you know, because you're screaming. First it was Layla Ali, and you know she's retired. So, and then now you want to get, even though you know, we don't agree with what, you know, on Floyd and shit. You know, I still have to back the man up because he's part of boxing. You know what I mean? It's part of the sport. So, anybody that out of boxing that's going to attack any of our athletes, you know, we have to jump on that. So, as to me saying this, you know, as to you saying what you're saying as well, we really need to back this woman and the other women athletes in boxing up, man. You're absolutely right, man. Everybody should just take time out, man. If you're really into boxing, you know, you'll go look. Even WWE has a women's fucking circuit, and it's blowing up too. And even though that's sports entertainment, it's just the point. Exactly. You know, women are getting their shine. I don't understand why women in boxing are not being put on pay-per-view cards, on television, on, you know what I mean?
I mean, Aaron, De La Hoya, and Heyman all need to invest in the future. I mean, the women's movement, feminism is big, gay marriage is in. Now get female boxing in. Add that with the pay-per-view cards, the television slot cards, whatever, so we can get to see some ass and titties, where we get to see some BS fights or fights fighting like pussy. We might as well see some pussy in the ring.
Yo, definitely. You know,
we see the ring girls, but we talking about some pussy fighting.
Exactly. Show the other warrior / athletic side of a woman, you know, besides the sexuality. You know what I mean? Because tell you the truth, man, you know, a woman like Cecilia Brookhouse, man, if they was to give her more shine, she would be looked upon the way most guys looked at fucking Lucy Lawless when Xena was on TV. Remember that shit?
Hell yeah.
You know, tall, sexy Amazonian, you know, sort of like a fucking Wonder Woman, you know, beautiful.
Norwegian chicks be looking hot, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, you know, her birth, you know, she was born in Colombia, Cartagena, but, you know, she's residing in Norway, you know, and So it's safe to say she's Colombian.
Yeah, I know. And she look like one of those muscular Zoe Saldana chicks.
Exactly. That looks good all around in a dress, in a tank top. I mean, she's sexy as fuck, and she's powerful. She can fight. You know, that's gorgeous structure. You know, this right here is what, you know, they need to do. They need to push this you know, this women's agenda, you know, which is, you know, look, she's undisputed, undefeated, naturally. I mean, not for nothing, but
a lot of the best
I mean,
in the division.
I mean, yeah, and think about it. Since when have we ever heard women taking PEDs or anything like that? And we know about these women that, you know, that are great champions, man. Shit, they make some of the men that got caught out there look like shit, because these women are beating the shit out of each other strategically or however they do it, and look how wonderful they sound. You know what I mean? Look how wonderful each and every leg, the women's legacy, boxing legacy, sounds wonderful when us men talk about it, about the sport. And I'll give them their credit exactly where it belongs, way up on a high standard, because, you know, these women basically keep boxing alive as well. I mean, I remember when boxing was a little dead and Christy Martin was known. Layla Ali was being seen more. You know what I mean? Mia St. John was being seen more than most of the guys that were throwing fucking fights because boxing was becoming a snore fest. And then look, when it resurfaced, they shitted on the women. That's crazy.
Well, to be quite honest with you, yes, the women are not as athletic as the guys. Some do hit hard like the men. Very few, though. But the point is not that. The point is to support anything that involves the sport that we love. And if the UFC is making women hot, then boxing needs to make women hot. If the fans are going to make the women hot in the UFC, then the boxing fans are going to have to make the women hot in boxing. So it's about pride. Let's just be honest. Like, I'm asking all the female YouTube channels that might be listening to this, there's pro boxing channels, like Lady Champ and female boxing fans, you guys, start promoting the sisters. Start promoting the sisters all around the globe.
Word up, we got your back. We got your back. Me, Dilltown and J.Cotto's fight page, hashtag come back to boxing, got your back. You know what I mean? Females in the YTBC, you know, I mean, yay. You know, like he's saying, you know, we're prepared to push the women agenda forward as well.
I mean, it just needs to be pushed since women empowerment is getting bigger, economically, financially. Women purchase 60 to 70% of the stuff around the world. They own that. You need to appeal to these women to want to support boxing. So they need to see more relatable things. And media influence and television marketing and television time, whether it's on PBC to True TV, Spike TV, to HBO, to Showtime, where it's easy access.
Look.
I'm talking about Box Nation.
Exactly, and look, if they were smart, exactly what you're saying, bro. If they were smart, there's a women's channel on cable. It's called Lifetime TV. Why not promote the ladies there as well? I mean, look at Spike TV. It's an all-man's channel. It was advertising when Spike TV first came out, and till this day is known as a straight-up men's channel. You know what I mean? So,
well, men like titties.
Exactly.
Men like booty. Men like pretty faces.
Exactly.
Some of them do look like, you know, they be on the rough side. But hey, you know how to fight, you're going to be looking rough. But the point is, men like to see a cat fight, but these would be like two lionesses going at it.
Exactly.
So, you know, I'm just saying, like, the dominant country of some of your main champions are from Argentina.
Yep.
In female boxing. But I bet you a lot of people don't know that. Then you got a few from Mexico. You got a lot from Germany or citizens of Germany. You got one that's where they're originally from, where Golovkin is from, Triple G.
Right.
Which is Kazakhstan, if I said that right.
Yeah.
Y'all can correct me if y'all want to. The point is, These chicks are all over. From
Yeah.
Colombia to
Germany, Yugoslavia. I mean, they're all over the world.
yes. And some of your best fighters are also from America.
Yep.
We got some American chicks that are highly ranked in these hot divisions. I don't know how Cassandra Shields is doing right now, who won the Olympic gold medal in 2012. But
Right.
I hope the sister's doing her thing.
Yeah, I remember her, man. She was awesome, bro. She looked like man. She moved with a lot of fluidity, man. She was nice, man. I remember her, and
Yes.
you know, now that you say that, you know, she was a prospect, a hopeful, you know, to be seen, and what happened exactly? Damn.
So all I'm saying, brother, is like we need to promote our first ladies. I mean, the Mayweathers and Pacquiao's, they've been the president of the YTBC when it comes to boxing. Golovkin is the vice president. The Secretary of State is Chocolito, I guess. Fault.
Yeah.
I mean, but the point is, our ambassadors, we ain't got no freaking ambassadors because ain't nobody representing. Maybe the Desert Storm could be our general of defense or something like that. But other than that, man, I mean, who we got? Nobody. So we need a first lady.
Yep.
Our first lady is Cecilia Brocker.
Yep. And
I don't give a F what any of y'all motherfuckers got to say. Yeah, I curse. Cecilia Brocker is the real deal. She could be in Dilltown all day. She get the master key from me.
That's it. Yep. And you know, she's like I said it before, say it again. She's 27-0 with 7 KOs, bro, and she's fucking undisputed and undefeated. Okay? With no type of controversy behind her or nothing. And this is you know, and you know, Matisse as well, the female Matisse, that is his sister, you know, bro, it's a beautiful thing, the women's circuit. It just has, you know, us as boxing fans, we have to really, you know, promote these ladies. You know, we have to. It's the only way to do it. I mean, like I said before, look at the other sports venues that are doing it. You know what I mean? You know, they also get ratings if they want ratings. You know what I mean? I mean, look, boxing, you know, females that are boxing don't have the sex appeal, but yes, it does. It don't have the sex appeal like the fucking divas of the WWE. You know?
Here's something I want to bring up, Cotto. May I interject for one moment, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you get your rhythm and your flow. You feeling it now. Here's why we need to promote these females. If motherfuckers like Yusuf Mack, Orlando Cruz, and them motherfuckers coming out being gay or openly gay or bisexual and shit like that, then motherfucker, we could promote some fucking females in this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't give a fuck what y'all motherfuckers gotta say.
I feel you.
Hey, I gotta hear about a gay fucking boxer. Best believe I want to see a female fighter. Then I gotta deal with that shit.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I feel you. I feel you 100%. No, you're absolutely right, bro. I mean, you know, if you know, you can't be double standard. Everything should be promoted. You know what I mean? Everything should be promoted. And you know, like you said, dealing with that shit. You know, I would like to see women's boxing as well. I used to enjoy watching Layla Ali, Christy Martin, Mia St. John. You know what I mean? And these are big names because they were fucking fighting. But the thing is that they never were, you know, like Cecilia Brockhouse. I mean, this young lady is like fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And they don't give a shine? That's crazy.
She can fight on her back foot. She can get aggressive. She can fight in different ranges. But what I wanted to say also, man, is like this, man. I haven't heard nobody consistently on the YTBC want to compare this openly gay stuff that's coming out in boxing and compare it to, well, can we shake up the women's industry of boxing? Because I'm still dumbfounded, Cotto, about why ain't nobody talking about Holly Holm, who's a former female boxer that was doing her damn thing, that was kicking ass, that was fighting some real fighters. That tells you the state of boxing, that nobody really in our fanhood got real pride representing our own. I mean, the UFC people gonna represent Rousey, but we should really get behind home and represent her. No disrespect to Travis Gotti, but he was like, I don't know who this home bitch is. She's probably gonna get knocked out another bump. If he knew, if he's a boxing head like he claims he is, but no fault to his own, because a lot of guys don't watch female boxing or know of female boxing, they would know that they need to get behind Holly Holm, represent her, and say, yo, y'all got y'all side, we got our side. It's an MMA box versus boxing type thing. YTBC versus MMA.
Exactly.
But nobody's aware like that. Maybe guys like Carcino who do bring up female fighters here and there.
Yeah.
But Box Beats Rise to Earl Jarrett. But them the only people I know in the YTBC that really know about these female boxers.
Yeah. 10 players mentioned.
And you.
10 players.
And you.
Me, yeah, and thanks. And 10 players have, you know, they mentioned a couple of female boxers as well. You know, it's very limited channels. You know, some channels don't. Like you said, you know, about Travis Gotti, but he made it perfectly clear that he's out for, you know, whatever, the money or whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? So we already know that.
I'm not dissing the bro. I mean, good thing that he's doing his thing, but at the same time, you know, if he knew who Holly Holm was,
yep,
he did ask people in his video to let them know who she is.
Yeah.
So it's up to the commenters who are boxing fans to educate my brother.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
So he don't be out in the loft about this.
Exactly. You know, yeah.
No fault to his own, man.
You know, I feel you. One wants to look good too. You know, when they talking, I feel you. But you know, the state of boxing, especially with, you know, let's bring it up. I mean, it's a fucking elephant in the room. Nobody's talking about it. The fucking homosexuality, you know, that's sprinkled into, you know, boxing now. I mean, no one should really care, because at the end of the day, it's still an athlete boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mel Griffith killed Benny Parrott. I mean, all because he called Mel Griffith a faggot and all that stuff. That was brutal. But there's been gay stuff going on all back to the Olympic times with the Greeks, and then with the Romans, and et cetera, et cetera. But I'm going to be honest with you, J.Cotto. Like, this is just me. You don't have to associate yourself with this belief, but I'm not really for homosexuality as far as practicing it.
No. I'll marry my dude. I feel you.
I don't practice that homosexuality shit. Hell, I don't even like certain factions of homosexuality as far as rapists, pedophilia, transgenders that lie about them being women when they're really males, but they deceive you.
Yeah.
Download brothers. No, like, I don't get with that shit. I don't really particularly care for studs. Like, dudes,
yeah,
females acting like they got a dick, but they got a strap on underneath.
Yeah.
But the openly gays that act like they're genders or whatever, I can respect that. But it's just, yeah, I can't practice nothing like that, man. It's just, I can't relate to it because I don't think that way. I don't act that way. And yes, they're human beings, but let's just face it, man. I don't want to practice none of that practice that they do. You know, they're fun to socialize with. They're fun to probably shop with. They're fun to probably drink with, talk shit with. But as far as deep and personal stuff, I don't know, man. I wouldn't feel comfortable being around.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, you know, me personally, I see it like this. You know, as long as it's on a boxing level, and we doing business with boxing, you know, at the stare down, you don't try to do no crazy shit like kiss me or no shit like that, to, you know, just for publicity. Then you know, it's all good. We could shake hands at the end of the day. It's all good. We could box, punch the shit out of each other. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta clinch, then clinch, but don't clinch me on no crazy shit, because I'll fucking Muay Thai elbow your ass type shit. But otherwise than that, I mean, if we could keep it professional, and you know, then fine. I got no problem with any type of fucking homosexual boxer. You know what I mean? But it's just because, listen, if you're gonna back any human being up behind the sport of boxing, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Look what's happening with the UFC. They got some transgender that they wanted Ronda Rousey to fight against, and
Marlon Fox or whatever that person's name is.
I think so, yeah. So there was a transgender, but a female actually fought the transgender. You know what I mean? I forgot her name because I don't follow UFC, so I don't really know. But I know about that shit. You know, about the editorial on that. And I tell you right now, man, the girl that fought the transgender, she said that, you know, she beat her, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like the female beat the transgender, but it was just to the point that she said he hit too hard. You know what I'm saying? The strength was still there, and I don't think that, you know, he should keep going into the women's division like that, you know. And
but that goes deeper, brother, because they starting trying to implement laws where transgenders could share the same bathroom as females. I mean, where does it stop?
No,
So,
I feel you. I mean, there's
I don't care if it's a sex change. A man is still a man at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can cross-dress and do all that other stuff, but still, you gotta recognize yourself as a man for certain reasons.
Oh yeah.
Just my thought.
Shit, I hear you. It's just the the sexuality and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, personally, I'm just the type that, you know, I'm a businessman. You know, you can be homosexual, you know, or you can be a lesbian, whatever. If there's money on the table and we have to do business, then we're doing business. But it has nothing to do with sexuality. You know, that's just the way I see it. I don't care. You know what I mean? You know, look, there's been rumors going around that fucking Miguel might swing both ways. Miguel Cotto might swing both ways because of the way he was training with a tutu, and he's always fucking hugging up and grabbing his best friend that used to be fat, that lost weight. The dude he's always with and shit, taking pictures with him sitting on his lap type shit and kissing him in the mouth and all that. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on because he's married. Like,
are you saying he's doing some baby Lil Wayne shit?
I mean, I don't know. It's out there. I mean, look, when we get comments on this, you know what I'm saying, on both sides, your side and my side, I mean, you know, people are probably going to agree with it and say, yeah, I've seen, because, I mean, I'm in Facebook forums and, you know, these are memes, but these aren't Photoshop memes. You know, these are memes of actual pictures of Miguel Cotto hitting the mitts and shit, wearing a pink tutu. A ballerina fucking tutu. Then he's got pictures of his homeboy sitting on his lap and he grabs his ass. You know, or you know, they kiss on the mouth, like tap kiss on. I don't know what the fuck is going on if that's the way they play. I'm Puerto Rican and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Even in my country, we cool and shit like that. But even best friends don't even play like that. You feel me? And I'm talking on the Puerto Rican, like, you know, Puerto Rican.
I had to ever play with you like that.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So it's like, you know, I don't know what's his deal. It is what it is. But I don't give a fuck about that because I respect his boxing. You know what I mean? I respect him. You know, I respect it. I respect him as a Hall of Fame boxer. He's going to be Hall of Fame soon. I respect his accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Everything he's achieved and everything he's done for the country of Puerto Rico. You know, I don't care about anything about him being gay or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just explaining to you. You know what I'm saying? My position on where I stand with a homosexual boxer. You know what I'm saying? You know, boxing, you know, I don't really, you know, it don't really bother me. But now, let's just say if I see, you know, a homosexual boxer boxing, you know, one of my favorite fighters and shit like that, or let's just say he's fighting any other fighter that I don't really follow, whatever, but he's fighting, and he does some stupid violation shit, like he grabs the guy's ass or something on a break or something, you know, or tries to kiss the nigga in the mouth on some shit, like, then that's some shit that, you know, they need to be talked about, and you know what I'm saying? Sanctions should be raised and all that.
You know, at the end of the day, Cotto, this is what I gotta say. I'll reiterate this too. I have none against openly gay people that still act like their gender. But at the end of the day, man, I can't get down with those practices, and I can't get down with misleading gays like
pedophilia and all that bullshit. You know, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Download people and transgenders that never told you that they used to be a man and stuff.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Yo,
those reasons alone is ridiculous. Now, I do kind of, I'm going to admit this to you, Cotto. I do look at a flamboyant gay kind of funny, like a fruitcake, and I can't take them serious, really. They just seem like bitches to me, in a way.
Oh, I feel you.
They might have good means, but a man shouldn't look that ridiculous, to be honest with you.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. No fucking doubt.
You get louder than a female. And they compete with these females saying, I look better than you and stuff like that. I mean, that's ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, like motherfuckers that, you know, that got money and shit like that. You know, they act like bitches too. They be all flamboyant and I'm better than you and all that shit too. So I understand the term bitch and I understand how you feel, you know, when, you know, you see a real flamboyant, you know, homosexual. I feel you. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's to each his own, son. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, like I said.
I mean, they make the gay community look bad. And you know what's so funny, Cotto? The lesbians are not really accepted that much in the gay community. They're not really recognized. As funny as that sounds. So, what I'm trying to say is, like, there's so many levels, so many layers to what to accept from that type of faction. But there's certain factions that make that faction look bad. And I just say to myself, like, nobody likes somebody who hides and misleads people, and nobody likes somebody trying to be something that they're not. But people can respect you if you say, look, this is what I do, but I'm still going to conduct myself in a respectful manner.
Right.
Those guys will always, you know, say, okay, cool. But I'm just laying down my position on this homosexuality side of all that.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I can't relate to them. But if it's about money or if it's about certain things to get advice about certain things, or hygienic products or something like that, then yeah, cool. But don't expect me to be associated when it comes to kicking it at nighttime.
That is stupid.
No, man, I just can't do that.
That is stupid. Yo, man, did you fucking hear about fucking Guillermo Rigondeaux and Rock Nation?
Rock Nation, yeah, I heard about it.
You think that's a good thing?
Rock Nation just taking on the fighters that people don't really really support. You know, like, they take on those fighters that people don't really support. Andre Ward don't really get support unless he's in Oakland. Rigondeaux, they need to start some venues for him in Cuba or in Miami, see what kind of draw he can be over there.
Exactly.
Give him a low-level fighter, see if he can get some Cuban love.
Well, he was getting love. He was getting love in China, man. I mean, they miss him in China. He was getting a lot of fucking, you know, publicity in China, and just I don't know what happened with him and Bob Arum or some shit. I guess he got tired and he wanted to come to the States. You know. Just to let your fight fans know, right now we're gonna do the Friday Fight News with J. Dill, aka Dilltown, bitches. So yeah, man. Yo, did you hear about Leo Santa Cruz? The shit he was talking?
What are you talking about now, man?
He said, Lomachenko can be broken down by me, all right? He can move up to 130, okay? We'll meet him there. He also said that he'll take on Guillermo Rigondeaux as well, as long as they're willing to move up. You know what I mean? So what do you think about? Yeah, what do you think about that? Now that he's signed to Rock Nation, do you think it's a possibility that we'll ever see Leo Santa Maria Cruz versus Guillermo Rigondeaux?
Sangria still talking shit. Okay, this is what I gotta say about Sangria. I'm dissing him because he acted like a pussy when he had the opportunity.
Right.
And his camp act like pussies too. But this is what I want to say about that, man. Do he got discipline issues like Brandon Reels and just can't stay at weight no more?
Right.
Or is it because why do he propose a 130 weight limit with Lomachenko when he could just fight that dude at 126?
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. He was supposed to get Rigondeaux, and I guess when he heard that, he moved the fuck up. Remember, he bounced.
Man, Abner Morris gave him some confidence. That's why he called out Rigondeaux. He was like, yeah, since I got my feet wet by Christian and by Abner Morris, Yeah, I could take you on at 126 Rigondeaux. He doing what Lomachenko's doing. Just call out Rigondeaux at a weight that Rigondeaux is not going to compromise at.
Right.
So he can say, see, Rigondeaux ducking me, and I'll call him out. Yeah, 126. But when y'all both at 122, bitch, you were quick and Faggington like those two UK guys were.
Exactly. And speaking of UK, right? You know about Chris Eubanks going up against Gary O'Sullivan, right?
Yeah, Sullivan talking that shit.
Yeah, check this out now, man. Check this shit out, right? You know, he's confident that he'll knock Chris Eubanks out, you know, and after that he wants the winner of Jacobs Quillen, right? So, you know, yeah, so Chris Eubanks went on and called O'Sullivan a fake and a keyboard warrior. You know what I'm saying? He also went and said that O'Sullivan will pay for everything he said. You think Chris Eubanks Jr. has enough to put the beats up on him?
Yeah, the talent, but I don't know if he has the structuring yet. I don't know if he can set it up right now.
Yeah, because he's talking about coming to he's talking about coming to the States. He's talking about coming to the States if he wins this after this match. So, what do you think?
Eubanks needs to fight the winner of Saunders Lee. And whoever wins that fight, that's who Eubanks Jr. needs to fight. If it's Lee, fight at the States. But if it's Saunders, fight in your country.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to have to step up his competition, man.
Yeah, man.
His father believes in him more than he do.
Look at that. You know, the Cotto versus Canelo match in Madison Square Garden is coming up soon. And for all you fight fans out there, if you're wondering, if you caught up with this, tickets are still available, man. You know what I mean? So try to fill up the house. Yeah, tickets are still available. You know, so try to just fill up the house, man. You know, that shit that's going around with the prize fighter from Vegas and his little brother, let's get that shit out the way for, you know, certain listeners. Listen, this is how I feel about
this. On my video, that's what I think about it.
You know, this is how I feel about it, Dill. All right? It goes like this. Adrian Broner, I understand his position where he said, fuck TMT because, you know what I'm saying, I roll with you, Floyd. You're my big brother. You know, but fuck TMT. They clowns. They fake. Now, there's been things circulating that, you know, guys from TNT, when they see Adrian Broner, you know, they're all smiling in his face and shit. And then after that, you know, they usually be talking shit. You know, this is what's going around in the grapevine. So this is why he's tight about that. So I guess he felt offended when Floyd, you know, said, yo, he should fight Ashley Theophane. You know, so he was like, all right, so let's do it. But I'm letting you know I'm riding with you. You're my big brother. But then I can understand where Floyd's coming through with the, you know, well, listen, you know, if you say fuck TMT, you know, the money team, Al Heyman's down with it, and that's my brand. So that's basically you disrespect Al Heyman and me, you know, and I, you know, that's my brand, that's me. So I guess to me, what Floyd did was bitch. That was a straight bitch move. And the reason why, because this has just come out too. I heard that they talked about it, that, you know, Floyd checked Broner and it was squashed, you know, because he said, yo, how you gonna say that? He was like, no, my bad, you know, I won't say it again. I heard that it was squashed, but now all of a sudden it's like Floyd went and did that, you know what I'm saying, that fight, that Floyd hype interview, and it is what it is now. So Broner came back and let him know. You know what I'm saying? The thing that Blood Boxing was saying on his, because he spoke about it too, and a couple of other people, and you know, subscribers as well were commenting that the most fucked up part about that was that Floyd defended Bruce Jenner. You know what I'm saying? And that had nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was gonna curse at him or come at him, you know what I'm saying, publicly like that, stay on the TMT. But what the fuck does him talking about Bruce Jenner have anything to do with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is exactly why, you know, people are saying that that's a bitch move. It's also a bitch move because he could have called him. But he did talk about it already. So why did he come out? You feel what I'm saying?
Well, this is where I look at it, man. I mean, I'm objective to both sides. yes, I know Floyd's a snake. He hangs around 50 Cent, who's a snake. Somebody that just won't give up on a beef issue. If Broner was against 50 Cent, he would get crushed on the track, on wax, whatever. 50 Cent would just ruin his life, more resources. But look, as snaky as Floyd is, okay, he's a snake. Trust me, I can see your frustration on Y.Cotto. Let's call Broner for his bullshit too. Look at a couple months ago what he did with Sean Porter's dad.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I made a video on Porter, especially when he flashed that gun and all that. I mean, look, Broner brings fuckery to the table, too. But in this...
He brings it to himself half the time.
But I'm saying...
But
I'm saying, in this situation, let's just say I said something, and, you know, that had to do with DILL. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, I roll with DILL. You know what I'm saying? But fuck DILL Productions. But I still roll with DILL. DILL, you my man. But fuck DILL Productions. Now... It might have been too quick, but then you call me and I break it down to you. Look, I don't fuck with niggas from DILL Productions because they talk shit about me, but I roll with you. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't like your ass no more, to be honest with
you. No, but I'm saying though, we talked about it, and then you say, it's all good, no worry about it, everything's fine. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it again. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but if you like me, let me take that back. If you respect me, you wouldn't even go with the fuck Dilltown Productions anyway.
True.
You just say, y'all motherfuckers don't even deserve to be on Dilltown.
That's true. That's
what you would really say.
That's true. But you also got the mentality now. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to bring that in. You know what I'm saying? The mentality of Broner, where, you know, and Floyd too. You know, they speak out. They talk out. You know, so they, from what we've seen, they speak without thinking at certain points. You know what I'm saying? And things come out. So I feel what you're saying with that, but. If we talked it out already, and you said it's cool, and then you come out and then bash my you know what I'm saying, my 4 title division reign and all that and everything, like you talk about everything, even the Bruce Jenner bashing that has nothing to do with our friendship, like it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's just crazy, and I respect where you're coming from. There is fuckery on both parts, but I'm just saying, my whole point, if we talked it out already, you know what I'm saying, you think it's right.
This is why I don't feel bad for Broner in a way.
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Right.
Just a collection of his history. I mean, even guys like Heyman had to save his ass, and Sean Porter's dad said, I mean, how many more times they gotta cover up your advance payments? Now they gotta put your ass in the lion's den. We gotta fight some real competition just to make up for your advance payments, since you don't know how to handle your money.
Yep.
So Broner puts himself in a fuckboy situation. And he acts like a fuckboy. I mean, eating strippers' pussies and
that was some crazy shit, man. He makes
himself look like an idiot. I mean,
that was some crazy shit, man.
I mean, this is how lame Mayweather really is. Just for himself to be associated with somebody with that mentality tells you what kind of man he is. And he's a grown-ass man hanging around a 19 to 21-year-old boy and Justin Bieber. That's lame as hell, too. I mean, Mayweather is the definition of lame, but Broner is the definition of somebody mentally ill and a fraud and trying to be something he's not. And let's be honest, dog. If I was your protege, and I'm just trying so hard to suck your dick by being like you, copying your style, copying your talk, will you really respect my ass? Or you just tolerate me because I'm a funny motherfucker, but as soon as I say fuck Cotto Productions or fuck Come Back to Boxing, but I'm really talking about the people that represent it, but not you, you really going to, even if we talk it out, are you really going to fuck with me after that like that? Now, what Mayweather did was wrong, but let's just be real. Let's use human nature.
No, I wouldn't. The moment we talked on the phone, I would tell you, listen, you know, I understand you're my brother. You always will be my brother, but I can't swing around you like that no more, because that you show me a different side of you, and I don't know if you actually, you know what I'm saying, if we could rebuild that back, because that's some, you know, that's a serious issue, and you could have talked to me about that earlier in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, then boom. But then for me the next day to come out in an interview and air you out, that's wrong. You feel me?
But Mayweather's a Pisces, man. I'm a Pisces, so I can understand. He's sensitive. He's emotional. He and February Pisces, they lying ass dudes, man. Like, they lie their asses off, but let's just face it, though. Broner put this on himself by saying, fuck Mayweather's brand.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, Mayweather put his neck on the line for Broner around those fight weeks and try to make Broner look good and try to make Sean Porter look like the lame out of it.
Yep.
As soon as that fight happened and it was in the ring, what did Mayweather do after the fight? Instead of talking about Broner, like, keep your head up, champ, that's still my dog. Even though he probably did say it, but he didn't say it with his chest pumped out. What did he do? He finds the next guy, and Errol Spence Jr. promotes him. Now everybody in the YTBC knows who Errol Spence Jr. is because of Mayweather after that fight with Broner and Porter. That's when Mayweather first started shunning Adrian Broner because he don't want to be associated with a lame who ain't dedicated.
Exactly. No, I feel you. And then he got Stafford. Then he got Stafford. Then he got Stafford as a trainer, which is he's a very well-respected Olympic trainer. You know what I mean? And a coach. And he's making him look like an ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel you on that. I feel you.
Him and Devin Alexander both are. Be honest with you, but So it's, I mean, you gotta also look at it. Mayweather side, as much of a snake and asshole he really is, you can call him a pussy and all that. And I'm not a Mayweather fan myself, but I will be honest, man. I wouldn't want to be associated with somebody like Adrian Broner, who ain't got it mentally in the head, and he's a kid, and he's wasting his years on bullshitting.
Yeah,
he can't even stay at a consistent weight right now.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, as much as Mayweather frustrates you and he frustrates the whole YTBC, Broner does the same shit. Now, Broner does one thing better than Mayweather, and that's talking shit. He's more charismatic than Mayweather.
The reason why I respect
Broner don't make you believe in him like Mayweather does.
Well, the reason why I respect Broner is because, you see, he calls people out, and he calls people out that aren't even on his fucking skill level, but he's still willing to step in there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, he got more balls than Big Bro. You feel me? Like that's why I'm saying, man. I hope this is true. I hope Adrian Broner breaks away from Floyd, and now he finds himself and makes himself now. You know what I'm saying? And become that fucking 4-division champ that he is now. Because at the end of the day, that's what he is. So. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So he has. I got a feeling that once he breaks away from Floyd and all this shit, he's gonna have a fire in him. That he's gonna want to be better. He's gonna show everybody, look, I'm Adrian, and I still got faith in the kid. Cause I would have said, yo, one more fuck up, and that's it. I would have definitely stopped watching him. You know what I mean? But now that this is going on, to me, I'm feeling like this is Adrian Broner's graduation stripes. If this is real beef, if this beef is real, you know what I'm saying? Then this is Adrian Broner's chance to, you know what I'm saying, make his own brand, like really make his own brand.
You know who Mayweather treated Broner like, to be honest with you, when you really think about it? Mayweather treated Broner like Birdo. Be cool with him at first, be close, then all of a sudden snake his ass.
Yup. You think him and Birdo are ever going to talk again now that they threw hands?
I really don't give a fuck. Like, Broner need to be his own man, grow up, and Mayweather, promote at least promote Badu Jack, who's a legitimate champion.
Yeah.
Your whole staff. I mean, you need to be on his nuts, making him sound like he's finer than wine that the bitch that you gonna fuck tonight. Because that's the dude you need to promote, because I think he could give the Gale problems. I know he could. I mean, he beat Anthony Durrell. I know he got a good chance of beating Andre Durrell.
Yeah.
He gives the Gale a hell of a fight and possibly beat him. He already beat Groves. I mean, Mayweather, come on, promote this motherfucker. Like, for real.
Yeah.
He making TMT look like, okay, they got a fighter. And he need to promote the fuck out of Mickey Bay, but Mickey Bay is in a division nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
That's why guys like Crawford and Broner lead that fucking division.
Well, I tell you right now, man, I hope Terrence Crawford, now that you brought him up, Baby Hearns, I hope he stays with Top Rank, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, because Top Rank is treating him good. You know what I'm saying? They're giving him the money he's deserving. They're giving him, you know, and it's not only because Pacquiao's on the way out and Arum needs a cash cow. It's just Arum recognizes talent, man. You know, see, this is the thing that a lot of these motherfuckers don't understand. That Bob Arum, Don King, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and Kathy Duval in her days, you know, along with DeBella, they bought us great fights, man. You know, the legendary fights that we're able to talk shit about. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Arum don't promote the black fighters like that.
And that's where Don King stepped in, and you know what I'm saying. But that's the whole thing, though. Him and Don King didn't like each other at all. But god dang it, it didn't take 6 years to make a super fight. These guys would not talk, and in a month's time, they would sit down, and 3 months later we got a super fight or a mega fight. You feel me? It's like, you know.
Right.
Now, the state of boxing, the division, the shit that's going on is crazy. This is why the UK, I respect their boxing organizations, their leagues, even though they try to link up with ours. You got to understand, though, like, okay, Joshua White. I mean, you get Joshua White. No, Anthony Joshua, because I was thinking of their fight, Dylan White and Anthony Joshua. But Anthony Joshua, right? You know, after he knocks out Dylan White, after he and if he does a convincing display, I'm talking about like really like on some oh shit, wow, that kid is fire, yo. When he comes to the mainstream, which is here, this kid is gonna be a problem. Now, what happens if he signs with Heyman, right? His level of competition is going to go down.
To be honest with you, Heyman probably promote him to the moon because he got confidence in him taking on anybody.
Well, first of all,
he that badass.
Yeah, but he's going to have to get by Heyman's golden heavyweight, which is Deontay Wilder.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
Yeah.
This is due to Heyman.
Yeah.
If Heyman had Kovalev and he knew and he saw Kovalev whoop this shit out of Bernard Hopkins,
right?
Yeah. Don't you think Heyman will make this Stevenson fight immediately because it's an in-house fight, but also he would promote the fuck out of Kovalev?
I mean, he would
be confident to have Kovalev against anybody at 175. Like
he would have promoted Kovalev, but I don't think he would have made Kovalev or any you know. I don't think he would have put the tough competition in front of each other, man. We have yet to see that. You know what I'm saying? Out of
there's just certain people you don't mind giving tough challenges to because you know they that fucking good and they that badass and it's gonna make money regardless. Then there's fighters
like put it this way,
tough fights here and more easy fights to make more money for long sustainable periods of times and purposes. Yeah.
Well, check this out. This is my example. This is what I feel Heyman does. If Heyman had Pacquiao signed and Floyd Mayweather, then he never would have made a mega fight with these two, regardless we were asking for it. Because it would have for him.
Unless it projected $600 million, he'd be like, "You motherfuckers getting in the ring."
No, you know why? Because not making that fight, right? But and then you know after you know, let's just say he did make the fight and Floyd was he lost to Pacquiao. Floyd
rematch automatically make the money again.
True, but it depends how the rematch went down. If people want to see that shit, right? And it also depends on you know whether or not people are still going to look at the person that lost that who was marketing that or his career. You feel what I'm saying? So it's on some fucked up shit.
If you were Heyman, would you really give a fuck?
I mean, yeah, because it's gonna project money. I mean, listen, if I got somebody going under an undefeated roll and he loses, what fucking good is that to me? After
rematch his loss, that's what you can do.
Yeah, but
make the money again, and if he avenge it, rubber match, more money, best out of 3.
Yeah, but wouldn't you? Yeah, but wouldn't you think a rematch would be wanted depending on how the fight went? The first fight and how he lost, because if he lost in a boring ass way, as to no knockdowns or nothing, it was just pointed, but it was just one of those.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you know how people complain about Pacquiao with the shoulder injury or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: did Timothy Bradley get that benefit of doubt when he fought Pacquiao the first 2 times?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, take your loss like a man.
Right.
Pacquiao, as much as you can hate Mayweather, he didn't deserve to hear this. I lost because God told me to. I lost because
That shit was
no injury. I mean, it's lame. I mean, just take the loss. Nobody will hold it against you. They'll just keep shitting on Mayweather how boring he is. But come on, man. You're making it harder for people who really want to defend your ass if they real with themselves. But it just makes them think you'll make up anything just to make yourself look good. But oh yeah, you are a politician. Yeah. You're not as dumb as you try to make yourself to be.
Exactly.
So, Pacquiao, you know, as much as I know you like him, and naturally I could like him, let's face it, some of his stuff just sounds like bullshit with this.
No, I mean,
hot water.
I mean, listen.
I know you don't like Mayweather. You don't even have to bring up Mayweather, but
I don't.
Let's talk about Pacquiao.
No, I'm saying I don't agree. I don't agree with anything that he fucking said, man. I don't agree with. I don't agree with anything after the fight, man. The shit that he said, I was like, wow, what the fuck is that all about, you know? And then the shit that went on where after Freddie Roach said some other shit that he said that he had that injury. Bob Arum, when he said he had that injury for like 6-7 years, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he didn't take care of that shit. Like, it made me think twice. I understand, bro. I understand. I'm not biased at all, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Well, Bradley never got back after a loss like Pacquiao did before a loss. And that, to this day, lets me know, and I get Pacquiao's more of attraction. Pacquiao makes more money. Pacquiao style makes people remember his fights just as much. But come on, man. Let's call a spade a spade when it comes to worldly fighters in your stable. And I'm calling out the boxing fans, too. Bradley didn't deserve the shit that he had to take when he won the first time against Pacquiao. He got all these death threats for stuff. Marquez get that love when Pacquiao got a gift decision in their third fight? No. And Pacquiao blaming on the cramps. See, every time Pacquiao loses, he blames it on something. I mean, I get sick of it. The cramps, the leg cramps in the third fight. Then the fourth fight, your mind wasn't right because you and Chinky were about to have a divorce because of your fuck-ups and you doing some fuck-boy shit, Pacquiao. I mean, I get sick of this guy. Just take your loss like a fucking man. Like a man. First is the fucking leg, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's fucking hilarious, man. And nah, man, I feel you, man. Let's take it to the heavyweight division now. What do you think of Anthony Joshua and Dillian White, man? Who you going for?
I hope it's competitive, but Joshua's going to break him down on 5 or 6 rounds. The pressure is going to kill White. If Joshua goes to the body and sets up the jab and throws some headshots and then eventually go to the body, the fight is over.
So in other words, it's going to sound something like this.
Prior professor, the precise, calculated, correct methods of math, nigga. This how you kill, kick it, kill, Calico.
Am I correct?
Ding dong, dumb dick.
No doubt, man. Word, man. It's fucking crazy, man. I think Anthony Joshua is gonna box him out for the first 4 rounds, and then I think he's just gonna start dropping him fucking bombs. He probably get him out of there in the 7th.
Right. I think it's gonna be in the 5th or the 6th, but we close with our numbers, bro.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be 7th, man. I think because I got to give Dillian White that the benefit of the doubt. I just think Anthony Joshua's athleticism is just too much for motherfuckers right now, and I can't wait till him.
Luis Ortiz could fight Joshua.
Hey, King Kong Bundy. King Kong. King Kong. Should I say, man? Woo, yo. His last
Jennings is gonna be a fight, but I got King Kong in that, bro.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely. I mean, Jennings can box, but I got King Kong, man. I mean, the dude is nice, man. He's big.
Even though he cheated on juicing at one point, I'm talking about King Kong, but the boy, he's light on his feet.
Yes.
He's southpaw.
Yes.
He goes to the body. He got good range. He lets his hands go. He got a decent defense. He's one of those very
for a big dude,
athletic.
For a big dude, he moved like a fucking, he moves like a fucking light heavy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's quick, man. He's quick and he hits hard, and he's got great angles, man. I mean, man.
This angle game sick, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey.
Hell yeah. What about that young heavyweight, man? What's his name? Cassius. Damn, I forgot his name, man. I know his first name is Cassius. I forgot his last name. This kid, I think right now, he's built like fucking Povetkin. And this kid right now, if I'm not mistaken, he's 14 or 13-0. And yeah, I forgot his name, man. And yo, he's a hard hitter too. Another one, you know, I want to see is Anthony Joshua against Wilder. But the thing is that I feel that Wilder somewhere in between. If the fight's made between Briggs and Klitschko, right? I'm not even putting Fury. I'm not even putting Fury in the picture right now. I'm just saying this was my, you know what I'm saying, my worries before seeing that fight. Because I feel in between those two, he's gonna lose his Sophia. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna lose.
To be honest with you, I mean, Wilder got some Glasscoff problems. Even though Glasscoff will get beaten by Wilder, but I think after that fight, Wilder really should take the winner of Ortiz Jennings. And if it's Jennings, he has a chance. Against King Kong, he'll get his ass whooped.
Yo, that would be a good fucking that would be a good come up for fucking King Kong, man. That shit would be a great.
He would be noticed if he gets that Wilder match. Because it ain't gonna be like that Stavern or Duhopis type shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be for real, boy.
See, man, I want Briggs on the comeback trail hard though, man. I want him with names, man. Like, you know, he should have been
King of the first round in the heavyweight division. Shannon Briggs. Shannon motherfucking Briggs. I'll tell you, boy. If he wasn't old, us boxing fans would love this motherfucker.
No, but I'm saying though, he's 6 fights in now. I mean, he's been fighting. This just not televised and shit. But YouTube is shit.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that bullshit fat motherfucker he fought. He fought a Golden Corral motherfucker.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. You fought some fucking Gordon Fisher, some fucking
Joseph Parker fight, man.
Fucking spamming the fucking face, Gordon Fisherman looking motherfucker. No doubt. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. He, you know, this is why, you know, we need to see him, you know, fighting bigger names, man. Yo, if Briggs comes out and he fights, let's just say, fuck it, man, throw a heavyweight's name out there right now.
Who, Briggs?
Yeah.
He could fight Emmanuel Char.
There we go.
Be a good fight.
There we go. You know what I'm saying? Or even if we was to fight Eddie Chambers, because Eddie Chambers is signed and he won't fight. So even if we was to come back and fight Eddie Chambers, man, listen, man, because he signed to Heyman too, fucking Briggs. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go, man. See, but he won't make these fights, man, because
I mean, he could fight. He could also fight Tyson Fury. Would love to get a licking on that ass. Or Tyson Fury's brother, Huey Fury, would love to get a licking on that ass.
yeah.
Lee Scott could be a good licking for Briggs. If not him, Tony Thompson is still serviceable. As much as he gets robbed in fights, Steve Cunningham would be a good fight. I can go on with this, man.
Yeah, like it would be great for Briggs to, you know, get some young, you know, young hungry competition.
Yeah, I want to see how washed up Mike Perez is. Like, Povetkin fucked him up, but that dude didn't look like he was in shape. But
what about Areola, man? What about Areola? I think he's gonna look like an Areola, man.
I want to see Andy Ruiz, that fat Mexican heavyweight who got some hand speed.
Put him against Povetkin.
Yeah, that boy needs a touch up, or he needs to fight Joseph Parker, who's used to fighting fat boxers.
Word. Butterbean in the field.
I mean, Joseph Parker could fight, but I need to see him fight somebody athletic, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody that fit like him, got skills, you know, prospect level, like a Chris Martin or somebody like that for him.
Yeah.
And see what he do with that. And if he dominates that, then fight a Chisora for a touch-up, for some experience.
That would be fucking awesome, too. What's up with the light heavy now? Fucking.
Oh, yeah, Turper against Hellenius. I got Turper giving Hellenius his first loss, man. Even though I felt like Chisora beat Hellenius back in the day,
yeah,
that guy's going to knock out Hellenius. Watch.
And what you feel about this Andre Ward knee injury now, man? You think it's real? Because he hasn't been talking on it.
Yeah, I heard Michelle Beadle say Andre Ward is the Derrick Rose of boxing or something like that.
Yo, man, there's no other report. He's not coming out. The last thing he said was, I don't have to tell nobody about anything.
For the record, I enjoy Andre Ward's fights. I'm a fan of how his fights go. Meaning, like, I enjoy somebody dominating a fight by making his opponent look weak when they're not really weak. It's just the way he does it. He mind fucks them. He mind fucks them, you know?
Yeah.
His ring psychology is superb, man. But anyways, am I a Ward fanboy? No. You can call me a Bradley fanboy, but not a Ward fanboy. I just appreciate guys like Andre Ward. It's just a shame that they're not active enough. And despite people want to call him a sucker, a pussy, all that, no bubbles or precise percent. I'm not dissing you. Don't take that as offense when I say the sucker part. But the point is, Andre Ward is hard to defend because he keeps getting these shoulder injuries, now these knee injuries and stuff like that. And it's like we want to say he's the shit, but he ain't doing shit. And he don't really get publicity like that. So people get like, man, fuck this motherfucker. Like, and people are going to give him a pass by fighting Bum because we know he's going to fight Kovalev. Now, we hear some fuckboy shit where he used his injury to breach a contract of fighting Kovalev, then we really going to hate on his ass.
Yeah, I like Andre Ward, and I respect what he did with Super 6 and all that, but what's getting me upset is that's over, said, and done. That's done. You can't keep using that credential to today's competition. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, Andre Ward is lacking.
How much longer am I going to give Floyd Mayweather for whooping Arturo Gotti's ass and Diego Corrales? That was just so long ago, man.
Exactly. Like, how many times we're going to hear that? How many times we're going to hear, you know, Pacquiao beat the shit out of Margarito? I mean, it's a great achievements, yes, but this is the now, right? And the now is, you know, so you can make a then, you have to do now. So, to me, when you compare Ward and Golovkin, because of the activity,
he should fight. You know, to be honest with you, he should fight Tavares Cloud or somebody like that when he gets back, because at least Cloud is not somebody so dangerous and he can just jab him to death for a victory, but at least it gives rhythm going. Cloud ain't going to injure him. Then, if he ain't going to fight Kovalev, fight Fonfara.
Exactly.
Fight who?
I was just going to say that. Fonfara would definitely give him a hell of a fucking fight, but I'm just saying, man.
Better beef would give him hell, but, you know, yeah, Warren would have some tough fights, but, and then, you know, if he still got some out, he ain't got no more mileage on him, fight Pascal if he's still going to be alive against Kovalev again. And then, you know, people could forgive Ward not fighting Kovalev. It did fight Adonis Stevenson.
I was going to say that. He could fight Adonis as well, but look.
If you fight Stevenson, Fafara, and Butterbeef, but you don't fight Kovalev, I won't call you a pussy, and you win all those fights. I'm like, yeah, he ducked Kovalev, but he did beat these other motherfuckers. So, you can't hate on him too much.
Exactly. See, man, this is my problem, though, with Ward. Like, it's because of his inactivity, you know, and I don't understand how people are saying, just because of his, you know, past achievements, that, because his last, when he came back, man, that I was unimpressed. Okay, I was very unimpressed. You know, people want to call it the sweet science, but
Mayweather had the same issues back in 02, 03.
I'm saying, though, who the fuck was the dude that he was fighting when he came back? My point. So of course,
Manuel Augustus or somebody like that.
No, but I'm saying, though, the whole point is he fought somebody that just he fought no Ward. I'm talking about Ward. He fought when he came back.
Paul Smith. You know, a guy who was on a losing streak anyway. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And he stood in front of him all night, so of course he looked fucking spectacular. So people are basing that performance and the achievement of the Super 6 tournament. Now they want to bring this shit and say that that surpasses Gennady Golovkin's achievements. That I cannot agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I cannot agree with that because of the
sorry, dog. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Golovkin can have those accolades all he wants, but he ain't beat nobody of the caliber of Carl Froch.
No, I'm just saying. As of the act in the year and a half that Andre Ward was gone, so now I'm talking about the activity. Ward's inactivity is what cuts him short of that list of him actually fucking with dudes now. This is, you know what I'm saying? Now he was supposed to shine, and all of a sudden he got a knee injury. So we want to know. We're like, we don't believe you. You need more people. And all of a sudden he's telling us, fuck y'all. You don't need to know.
May I interject? Yeah. I'm not going to defend Ward because Bradley fought Pacquiao with a bad leg, and he lasted 12 rounds. And
no, I'm just saying, if he does have an injury,
example, like if guys like Bradley could toughen it out with their little knick-knack injuries, which are similar, or being a concussion but still fight 6 or 7 months later, and Bradley had promotional issues before he finally got to top rank, almost took a year off, but he didn't, and he fought Casamayor and stuff, and people like that, but the point is, Bradley still made himself relevant, and he had some knick-knack injuries by getting a brain damage fight against Provodnikov, and then who he fights next? Fucking Marquez, who just got through knocking out Pacquiao.
Yep.
And then after that, Bradley has a calf injury against Pacquiao, and then what he do? 6 months later, fights who? Chavez.
Yep.
And then, even though he won that fight, in my opinion, it went to a draw. Then what do Bradley do next? 6 or 7 months later, he fights Jesse Vargas. Got rocked at the end of the round. And what he does 4 months later, 5 months later, fights Brandon Rios and knocks him out. I mean, Bradley is similar to Andre Ward as far as their destiny when it came to promotional issues, trying to get out of their contracts, dominate the fucking division, beating undefeated fighters, whatever, getting accolades, and then, you know, Bradley gets these injuries and he toughs it out and keeps it moving. Andre Ward acts like a privileged bitch, and
my whole thing, and like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Ward. My whole thing is, if you do have an injury, us boxing fans have a right to know. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just say, all right, yeah, I'm back, no doubt, one fight in, then you expect everybody to fucking suck your dick and be like, oh shit, you're the fucking king, and then you're gonna pull out of a fight. I mean, that's fucking crazy. Because you got a knee injury. Okay, so you got a knee injury, no doubt. We don't believe you. You need more people. Show us.
You say that consistently because he signed with the guy.
No. I'm just saying. No. He's with Jay-Z. He's with Jay-Z. He's with Jay-Z. He's with Rock Nation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying.
A lot.
Exactly.
Because he signed with Jay-Z.
But that too. But it's also, I don't believe him, son. We don't believe him. Those that want to see the motherfucking knee injury, like show us, give us a report, talk to, because every other boxer that gets hurt, even Floyd Mayweather, when he hurt his hand, he was giving us updates on how he was. So that's what I'm saying. Like produce that. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep us informed about how you doing and what was the extent of your fucking injury. But no, we don't need to know shit. Wow. So then if we say and we assume that you're fucking pulling out because you're fraudulent, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that, oh shit, wait, you took second thought about, come on. You can't blame us now. You know what I'm saying? That this is the responsibility that they need to take with us as well. You know what I'm saying? And this is the responsibility that fans need to take too. You can't put a fucking boxer up and hold them up to the highest standard without them boxers filling in that shell. You know what I'm saying? And climbing that ladder. Like Adrian Broner. Like Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? He lost. Then he fought, he fucking lost to Sean Porter. Right? Then he fights Alakverdiv and he gets a fucking title. How is that? How is that? Since when? Since when do you get...
There's too many vacant titles opportunities, really.
No, but I'm saying, though, he lost. There were other people.
Well, the smart thing is he fought at catchweight that had nothing to do with the 140 division. So, of course, he played the game pretty well if you think critically about it. But that's just me thinking in that sense. Like, he's undefeated at 140, so he kept his ranking around there.
Yeah.
I mean, you asked me a question.
No, I feel you. I feel you. No, I feel you. I feel
you. fought Porter at a catch weight, which had nothing to do with the 140 division. But at 140, he beat Emmanuel Taylor, who at the time was like around a top 10 type of opponent, even though Algieri beat him. But Taylor beat, what you call it, Mayfield? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayfield was highly ranked in that division.
Look at that. And that's another dude who hardly didn't get opportunities, and he was holding titles. You feel me? Like, it's crazy, man. The state of boxing, there's a lot. Look, Chocolito, a lot of people didn't know about him, but then when he went on PBC and fucked somebody up, you know what I'm saying? And then now, after he just beat the shit out of a fucking Hawaiian Punch, look what happened now. You know what I'm saying? It's like we already knew about him. The dude is like 44-0 now, right? Like, we knew about this. But now, you know, casuals and the ones that are, you know, that are claiming that they know boxing, but they won't even stand up for fucking women's boxing rights and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like I don't understand it. Like, how do you hold a boxer, you know, who tries to hold himself to the highest standard, a high pedestal, and we know and you know well, you know what I'm saying? You know, with that fucking IV scandal shit, you know, I've been hearing a lot of fucking people, you know, Floyd Mayweather fans saying, oh, well, fuck it. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. What kind of shit is that? But you want to call yourself...
Hey, I'm a Patriot fan, so I know about cheating. So.
You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. Like, how you going to call... How you going to call...
They hate us because they ain't us. That's my motto when I'm repping the Patriots, but, you know...
No, but...
you know...
yeah, but I'm saying, though...
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
I'm saying, though, if you're gonna complain all these years... You know what I'm saying, about somebody cheating, and then you get caught cheating, and then it's like, and then you know, how can you root for somebody like that? And then you will ruin, yeah, the other guys do. But then when the person you was rooting for actually got cheated, like got caught cheating, like what happens now? Like all of a sudden, oh well, fuck it, if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. What kind of shit is that? As long as you don't get caught. Also, it's a double standard now. That's what's fucked up about this. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's fucked up about the Ronda Rousey issue and about a lot of other things. It's okay. It's okay when it's in your favor. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay when it's in their favor.
That's what I don't get about the Mayweather fans. You know, they love Mayweather as far as a black man being his own boss, right? But here's my thing, right? Why do you not suck Jack Johnson's dick just as much? He was his own man, was the highest paid athlete at his time, beating up white guys while Mayweather was beating up Latino guys, getting paydays out of the ass.
Why don't they jump? Why don't they jump on Don King? Why don't they jump?
Unlike Mayweather, Jack Johnson was pimping bitches.
There we go.
And making money off of it. Mayweather had to give money, like he pimping bitches. I mean, it's just a difference. But you want to forget Jack Johnson, who was a real player?
Exactly.
Mayweather, who can't really get pussy if he didn't have money? You know, like it's just, I don't know, man. Like,
it's a double standard. It's a double standard, bro. It's a double standard.
I mean, Jack Johnson was the most hated fighter of boxing history at one point. But, and his fights were considered boring if you read the articles and stuff. But when he had to knock your ass out, he'll knock your ass out. But the point is, Jack Johnson talked shit. He fought some fighters that Mayweather would never beat of the caliber of. But at the same time, man, Jack Johnson was that dude. He was the first promotional worldwide genius. That was the first worldwide champion, which was the color champion and the world champion as far as the white line. And he merged those two titles. It was the first unified champion. Credit to Zone 6 reminded me that back in the day. But I just want to say it, man. Jack Johnson should be the fighter that a lot of these promos look up to. Like, a lot of people give it up to Ali before they get back to their minor fighters. Guys like Mayweather need to pay homage to guys like Jack Johnson and Sugar Ray Robinson, who were their own men as black fighters and their own bosses. Did it their way.
And to Don King as well, as a black man, as a promoter who has broken records and surpassed Ringling Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's the world's like greatest promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people gotta understand that. You know, they don't pay homage.
Johnson dug some guys. He took on lesser fights, but when you getting paid that much, You don't have to take on as many fights. But if you're getting paid $50 here or $500 here, of course you're gonna fight 6 fights a month or something like that to make ends meet. Of course, back in those days. While if you get on a Jack Johnson fight, you might get a $5,000 come up compared to those $50 and $500 scraps you were having.
I hear
you
that.
know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Not like a Mayweather thing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, definitely. Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Jack Johnson, my boy, though. You know.
Nah, I feel you.
R.I.P. So.
Yeah. So.
I just want to give homage to a guy that reminds me of Mayweather, but Mayweather would never be as good as him.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. So before we close,
first to do it too. That's the funny thing.
Who?
He was the first to do it too. That's the funny thing. You know, talk shit.
Yeah.
Stick into the man's ass, did it his way, and he went to jail too. I can go on with Johnson that I could correlate him to Mayweather.
No, yeah, no, he's done a lot. That's what I'm saying, man. The no foundation. When I say that, when motherfuckers don't have no foundation and they want to talk about they know boxing and shit, they don't have any foundation. This is why. See, the way J. Dill's talking, the way I'm talking, the way others will be talking in the comment section. You know, it's good to have the boxing knowledge. You know the fucking sport. But before we close this up, J. Dill, man, you wanna give a shout out to anybody, man?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the whole YTBC, but I want to also give a shout out to the ones that brought me into the YTBC. The CPB 23, the first Palomo channel in the YTBC, was 3 years ahead of his time. God bless you, man. I wish you come back. You was the most entertaining channel. Gambino was another channel that I love that attacked the Pac-Tards like no other when he was Uncle Pac-Tard. The point is, I miss you, bro. You're one of the most entertaining channels. I know you got a family and all that other stuff now, bro, but we need your type of charisma back. I want to give a shout out to Bruce Blitz. You know, you're not doing the YouTube thing no more because YouTube be fucking you over, but you got your own website, handling things like a boss, making that money and getting just as much traffic. You're one of the most influential channels that motivate me to get on the YTBC. I want to give a shout out to Blood Boxing, another channel that motivate me to get on this thing. Also, I want to give a shout out to Precise Presenter, despite our differences, you know, and how controversial it is, whether I think you're trolling or not, it doesn't matter. You bring some entertainment videos for the YTBC. You give out conversation that we need in the YTBC, whether it's good or bad. Take away the race thing, but, you know, it's all good. I want to give a shout out to D-Styles as well because, you know, he's one of the channels I followed back in the day. Give a shout out to 78 Sports TV. Give a shout out to Cigar Boxing, Ghetto Superstars, Zone 6, Boxingologist, Boxing Talk, Haplotype,
On the Rope,
Drew Senior,
On the Rope,
Drew Senior, Outside the Rope,
yup,
Mr. Boxing Today too, Out of Control Trolls. You know, you my boy too, Lilo Jenkins. Don't think I forgot about you, bro.
Stop Lying, YTBC Student, 10 Players.
And trolls like Hawker Mustang,
Yup.
switching up.
You were Lucky.
Alex Boxing,
Word Lucky.
for life.
Lucky Nang Nang.
M2, Travis Gotti, you know,
Mr. October.
one of the hottest channels.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie October. You know what I mean? A Holyfield fan. You know.
Hell yeah. Koran Bread.
Definitely
Yo,
Koran.
what's up?
RFN Network. RFN Network. Reef.
Terrence Bolt. Reef for Newark. Wood grain, bitches. Wood grain.
Word, man. Word up. And yo,
I represent that shit.
Word, as well as the the Fight Guru as well. My man, Fight Guru. You know,
Fight Critic, man. You one of my favorite channels on the YTBC, man. Keep doing what you doing, bro. Man, it's just so many people, and if I forgot about you, please don't take it personal. J.Cotto, of course, man. You know, you always show me love, and
good luck.
All love over here, man. Man, but let me just think about one more channel that I want to give a shout out to because I don't want to get overwhelmed and forget. But I think I cover most. Even though you said 10 players, I got to show love to 10 players. Boxing Beats and Wires, Earl Jarrett, Ben Umar, Mr. Natty Turner, those boys. What's up? UK Boxing Blogger, where have you been, bro? You been MIA since that Mayweather-Pacquiao fight.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. D-Block. What's up, bro? Brady is way better than Peyton Manning since you're a Manning fan. What's up with you, bro? I mean, come on. Where you at? November 29th, me and you can just talk that shit. Patriots, Broncos, motherfucker. If Mayweather retired, you ain't got shit to talk about, so me and you can hit it on the football, nigga. Other than that, shit. Oh, yeah. One more channel, and then I'm done, for real, for real. The last channel I want to give a shout-out to, and they just deserve it. Big, big, big shout-out to this channel. AJ Knows Boxing, man. He's a come-up channel. He's a young dude, but he be getting predictions right like a motherfucker.
All right, peace to AJ. Peace to AJ Knows Boxing. Peace to you, bro.
Yeah, and Hatman TV gets a shout out, and Ingrid Jones, Tailoring TV or whatever, he gets a shout out too.
Oh, and 4C Sports, man. 4C Sports from the UK, most definitely, man. They get it.
Yeah, Fox Strike 251. What's up to you too?
Definitely, man. Everybody at the YTBC, man. We try to cover everybody, but it's too much love, and if we've missed out, if we left you out,
what's up, bro?
It's all love, bro. Word. You know, but
Andrew.
Who?
Nothing stupid, man.
Who?
I'm talking about haggling like he a god, even though he my favorite fighter.
Word, man. All right, Jay. So, man, I'm gonna catch up with you, man. Thanks for joining this special edition of the Friday Fight
I'll
News.
pick a award. Watch Harry Graham knock him out on Monday, bro.
Oh no, definitely, man. Let's see what happens. But I got my money on Ward too. I mean, on Greb too.
Oh, I'm about to say, what the?
What up? But anyway, man, yo, thanks for joining me, man, on this special edition of Friday Fight page. I mean, the Friday Fight News, man. All right, brother?
No doubt, bro.
No doubt. Dilltown, bitches.
Dill City, bitch.
No doubt. Hashtag come back to boxing, man. Thanks for joining everybody. Enjoy your weekend. God bless. Condoms and ginseng for everyone.
Now, challenge show, this is God's call. Yogi, you got to learn how this works. Job call. It's hardball with an all ball when the shot you don't do hardball like it's cardboard.